everyone, it's Tuesday and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here or just recently found my channel, I am Gwen. I am an older, mature woman with transgender experience making all kinds of content. As you can see and probably hear, I'm on the road. Very busy morning. I'm actually heading home. Let's see, I had to run into the city to drop something off to my sons, and then I had to go to electrolysis, and then I had to make a quick stop at Panera Bread to pick up some bagels because my other two, one of their Christmas breakfast requests was they wanted bagels. So I thought, well, I'm not going to make them. No. So I stopped at Panera to get some bagels. And now, like I said, now I'm heading home. And let's see. I think that's probably it for me traveling until Friday, the day after Christmas, when I go grocery shopping. But anyways, so I'm trying to get everybody caught up from last week. Last Wednesday, took my mother-in-law to her cardiologist, and she really likes him. He had a couple of things to say. For some reason, when we say it doesn't matter, but when he said it, now it's a big thing. We'll see. It's things to improve her health, which is okay. So that was Wednesday. Oh, well. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Thursday with her. No. Friday, Friday, the car that she bought for my daughter, ongoing problems. She took it to have it inspected. It needs back brakes, which I kind of told her that the driver's side rear brakes were kind of So, yeah, they didn't pass. So she needed rear brakes. Told her I could do the job for her, save her some money. And it needed tires. I personally didn't think it needed tires, but obviously the inspector thought differently. So she was complaining about that. Well, I've already bought this car and bought it for this amount of money, and now I'm having to sink more money into it. I'm like, well, you know what? If you don't like the car, give it back to my daughter. She'll take it back. I can't do that. Yeah, you can. And my daughter said, I'll take it back. I don't care. She goes, I'll turn around and sell it to somebody else. So, yes. And I said to my daughter, I says, the whole thing gets down to, I says, this is the reason why you don't sell cars to friends and family. I says, because now you're going to hear about it for the longest time about how she had to put more money into the car, and it's not what she wanted, and blah blah blah. Anyways, let's see. It was part of the reason why I had to go to the city today, go to my son's, is she ordered a fruit basket for him for Christmas, which is fine. But she says, well, I said, well, I can take it up to him. No, she says, if you do, it has to be after Christmas. Why? Well, in case he decides to come down for Christmas. And I told her, I'm like, he's not coming down. It's an hour ride. He's not coming down for 2 or 3 hours and then turning around and going home. And I said, plus the other thing is, he probably has to work the day after Christmas. So we got through that. I'll get more into it. So let's see. So that was enough of her. Mia. Oh my gosh, Mia is back to her old self. I have no idea. I mentioned last Tuesday she was doing better. She is back to her old self. The only thing I can come up with is she must have fallen after we had gone down into the village, and she couldn't get up, and she just laid there on the floor, and she was stressed. It was just a lot of stress on her. She's back to walking normally and back to eating normally and drinking. She's back to her old self. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So, which was, really, really nice, because, that's a little bit of a worry for me. Let's see, what else was going on? It probably won't be till after the first of the year, but, let's see. About 2 years ago, I had rescued 5, they were just about a year old, 5 Whippet male puppies, and I placed them. Well, one of the boys, his owner, she's in her mid-80s, and she feels she's getting to the point where she just can't physically take care of him anymore. So she wants to have a discussion after the first of the year about what to do, which more than likely he would come back to me. I could rehome him, but I'm also kind of like, with Ginny gone, Dexter doesn't really have anybody to play with. Mia has always been an only dog before I acquired her. So Dexter, she doesn't play. So Dexter doesn't even really play with. This boy is 3, and Dexter will be 2. Actually, he'll be 4, I think, next year. I'll have to look into that. I have the records. Anyways, so they would give him somebody to play with. But that's after the first year, so I'll see. Last night, my daughter, my son, and a friend of my daughter's, actually it's a co-worker of my daughter's, he's a really nice guy. He's a bit younger than my kids. Not much. I think he's 27, something like that. But anyways, the 4 of us went into the city, and there's a old movie theater from the 1920s, and it's an independently run theater, and they show a lot of independent films, which is really kind of cool. Anyways, they had on the big screen, this is going to be crazy, but it's fun. They had on the big screen the Muppet Christmas Carol. In our house, the Muppet Christmas Carol is kind of like a holiday staple. Every Christmas, we sit and watch it, and unfortunately, we know the movie so well that we sit there and we quote the lines from the movie. It's a cute movie. Well, anyway, it was on the big screen. I haven't seen it on a movie screen at least 30 years. So it was a lot of fun. My kids have never seen it on a movie screen. So that was, we have a big screen TV, what we consider big for us. It's a 55-inch, very big screen TV. It's the largest we can get in our house. So, they're used to seeing it on big screen TV. So seeing it on a movie screen in a movie theater is actually a whole different experience. They had so much fun. It was a great time. It was really, really enjoyable. And this, I guess you would say movie director of this independent movie theater said that they're going to be playing the whole Muppet movie series. I think it's next month is the Great. Oh, is it? Yes, it's a Great Muppet Caper. I've never seen it. I've seen parts of it. I'm sorry, I've seen parts of it. And then in February, they said around Valentine's Day, they're going to have Muppet Treasure Island with the amazing Tim Curry. That's another staple in our house. We usually watch in the summer. So we might go back for that to see it on the big screen. And then in March, they have Muppets Take Manhattan, which I don't think I've ever seen. Oh, for those of you that don't know what a Muppet is, they are hand puppets. Actually, you could do a Google search. The most famous one of all is Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. So you see these hand puppets and they're voiced by voice actors. So, but anyways, it's a lot of fun. So we'll maybe have something planned for February, going to see Muppet Treasure Island, which, like I said, we love that one too. So we had a lot of fun doing that. Like I said, today is electrolysis. Tomorrow being Christmas Eve, maybe my daughter, she seemed to be agreeable to it. Her and I might go to church, Christmas Eve service, which will be interesting. It's been a number of years. I'm thinking probably, pre-pandemic, so probably it's been 6 years since we went to the Christmas Eve service. And my first time as my authentic self, so that'd be kind of interesting. Let's see. I'm just trying to go through everything. Saturday I worked up at the town hall, but it's my monthly volunteer. Let's see. I think that's pretty much about it. Of course, Thursday's Christmas, and we're just going to stay home, the three of us, just kind of take it easy. I'm going to do the annual Christmas breakfast for the kids. As far as Christmas dinner goes, they're not really that interested. They mostly said, we're probably going to be full from breakfast. Breakfast will probably be actually closer to a brunch. It's not good. We're talking maybe 9 o'clock in the morning, possibly even later. So, if anything, we just might have something very small, light meal for Christmas dinner. That's about it. Like I said, my one son, he's not coming down because he has to work the next day. So, it's just be the three of us. So, I think that's pretty much about it. I could talk about some recent political news in the U.S., which is the U.S. federal government restricting, or intends to restrict transgender health care for minors. Any hospital that accepts Medicare or Medicaid, which is virtually any hospital, will not be allowed to do any kind of gender-affirming health care. Sad part is there is no, I guess you want to call it grandfather clause. So those that are already in treatments, their therapies would stop immediately, which is like forced detransitioned. I have a hard time with this because the government likes to not proclaim, but talk about how government needs to be out of people's lives, but yet they want to dictate what transgender minors can do to their bodies. And of course, it drives me nuts. The misinformation about how these hospitals are performing surgeries on minors, transgender minors. That's not true. In the U.S., you have to be of the age of consent. You have to be 18 years old. It is an extremely rare case, very rare, that any kind of surgery is done on a transgender minor. There is puberty blockers that delays puberty to allow the child to decide if they are indeed transgender, what have you. Those are reversible, they're not permanent, and they cause no damage. And I really do think this is a decision that should be made between the parents of the child, their medical care provider, which includes therapists, and the child themselves. Not any government intervention. It gets down to the transgender community is a political football. We are 1% of the U.S. population, about 1.5 million people. That's it. We just want to live our lives. That's all we want to do. I mean, even go so far as like the bathroom bills. I'm sorry. I walk into a ladies' room, women's restroom, I want to pee. I'm not, if somebody's looking under the stall to see what's between my legs, that's creepy. I'm not doing that. I'm not going in to molest other women. It's not my thing. And this talking point of, well, these transgender women that are really men are going in to molest women. No, or they're dressing like women, they're men dressing like women and going in to molest women. No, if a guy wants to go into a woman's restroom and molest them, he is not going to dress like a woman. He's just going to walk right in because there's nothing to stop him. And I'm sorry for somebody like myself who has gone through the therapy and gone through the hormones and gone through the surgeries to become my authentic self. I'm not going into a woman's restroom to prey on other women. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. I'm going in because I need to pee. Plain and simple. But enough. I just, get me going, and I don't want to go down there. It's a Christmas season. It's been a really good week. I don't want to belabor the point, so I'm going to stop. I talked about everything I did this week, what's coming up. So I think that's pretty much about it. So I'm going to start to wrap things up. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I consider you all part of my extended family, and I make these videos every week for you. It's my way of staying in contact with my extended family, which is all of you, and I really do appreciate everyone watching. As always, like, share, subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, topics you would like me to talk about, could be anything, please, in the comments section below. Everyone that's been around long enough knows that I answer all comments. So I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas, and you are able to be with friends and family that love and care about you. If I had $1 million, no, not even $1 million, if I had unlimited money, I would put every one of you on a plane and fly you here into the cold and snow, because it did snow last night, and have you spend Christmas with me. That I think would be wonderful. But anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas. I'm hoping to do a really short Christmas video. Just pop on, and maybe I'll be wearing something nice for Christmas, because it is Christmas. Just pop on real quick and wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I'm hoping to do that Thursday morning. We'll see. But anyways, whether I do or not, again, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic Christmas, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see